Men of Thebes, I am told that heavy accusations have been brought against me by King Oedipus. I am not the kind of man to bear this tamely. If in these present difficulties he holds me accountable for any harm to him, through anything I have said or done, why then? I do not value life and dishonor. It is not as though this rumor touched upon some private indiscretion. The matter is grave. The fact is that I am being called disloyal to the state, to my fellow citizens, to my friends. He may have spoken in anger, not from his mind. But did you not hear him say I was the one who seduced the old prophet into lying? The thing was said. I do not know how seriously. But you were watching him. Were his eyes steady? Did he look like a man in his right mind? I do not know. I cannot judge the behavior of great men. But here is the king himself. You dared come back. Why? How brazen of you to come to my house, you murderer! Do you think I do not know that you plotted to kill me, plotted to steal my throne? Tell me, in God's name, am I a coward, a fool, that you should dream you could accomplish this? A fool who could not see your slippery game. A coward not to fight back when I saw it. You are the fool, Creon, are you not? Hoping without support our friends to get a throne? Thrones may be won or bought. You could do neither. Now listen to me. You have talked. Let me talk too. You cannot judge unless you know the facts. You speak well. There is one fact, but I find it hard to learn from the deadliest enemy I have. That above all I must dispute with you. That above all I will not hear you deny. If you think there is anything good in being stubborn against all reason, then I say you are wrong. If you think a man can sin against his own kind and not be punished for it, I say you are mad. I agree, but tell me, what have I done to you? You advised me to sin for that wizard, did you not? I did. I should do it again. Very well. Now tell me, how long has it been since Laos? What of Laos? Since he vanished in the onset by the road. It was long ago, a long time. And this prophet, was he practicing here then? He was, and would honor us now. Did he speak of me at that time? He never did, at least not when I was present. But the inquiry, I suppose you held one. We did, but we learned nothing. Why did the prophet not speak against me then? I do not know, and I am the kind of man who holds his tongue when he has no facts to go on. There's one fact that you know, and you could tell it. What fact is that? If I know it, you shall have it. If he were not involved with you, he could not say that it is I who murdered Leos. You're the one that knows it. But now it is my turn to question you. Put your questions. I am no murderer. First then, you married my sister? I married your sister. And you rule the kingdom equally with her? Everything that she wants, she has from me. Am I the third equal to both of you? That is why I call you a bad friend. No, reason it out, as I have done. Think of this first. Would any sane man prefer power with all a king's anxieties to that same power in the greatest sleep? Certainly not I. I have never longed for the king's power, only his rights. Would any wise man differ from me in this? As matters stand, I have my way in everything, without your consent and no responsibilities. If I were king, I should be a slave to policy. How could I desire a scepter more than what is now mine, untroubled influence? No, I have not gone mad. I need no honor except those with prerequisites I have now. I am welcome everywhere. Every man salutes me, and those who want your favor seek my ear. Since I now know how to manage what they ask, should I exchange this ether for anxiety? Besides, no sober man is treasonable. I hate anarchy, and never would deal with any man who likes it. That's what I have said. Go to the priestess at Delphi and ask if I quoted her correctly. As for any other thing, I am found guilty of treason with Tiresias, then sentence me to death. You have my word. In a sentence I should cast my vote for, but not without evidence. You do no wrong when you take good men for bad, bad men for good. A true friend thrown aside, while life itself is not more precious. In time you will know this well. For time and time alone will show you just the men whose scoundrels are discovered in a day. This is well said, and a prudent man will ponder it. Judgments too quickly formed are dangerous. But is he not quick in his duplicity, and shall I not be quick to bury him? Would you have me stand still, hold my peace, and let this man with everything through my inaction? And you want, what is it then? To banish me? No, not exile. It is your death I want, so that all the world may see what treason means. You will persist then? You will not believe me? How can I believe you? Then you are a fool. To save myself? Injustice, think of me. You are an evil incarnate. But suppose you are wrong. Still I must rule. But not if you rule badly. O city, city. O city, city. It is my city too. Now my lords, be still. I see the Queen Iocaste coming from her palace chambers, and it is time she came for the sake of you both. This dreadful quarrel can be resolved through her. Poor foolish man, what wicked din is this? With thee be sick to death, is it not shameful that you should break some prideful quarrel up? Nothing, no sister, what your husband plans for me is one of the great evils, exile or death. He is right, while women I had caught him plotting against my life. No, let me die, accursed if I ever wished you harm. I believe it, Oedipus, in the name of the God, respect this oath of his for my sake, for the sake of the people here. Open your mind to her, my lord. Be ruled by her, I beg you. What would he have me do? Respect Creon's word. He has never spoken like a fool, and I have sworn an oath. You know what you ask? I do. Speak on then. A friend so sworn should not be baited so, in blind malice and without final proof. You are aware, I hope, that what you say means death for me or exile at least. Now I swear by Helios, first in heaven, may I die friendless and accursed. The worst of death if I ever meant that. It is the withering fields that hurt my sick heart. Must we bear all these ills and your bad blood as well? Then let him go, and let me die from lust, or be driven by him in shame in the land of thieves. It is your happiness and not his talk that touches me. As for him, whether he goes, hatred will follow him. Ugly in yieldiness, you are ugly in rage. Nature lets your chiefly torment themselves. Can you not go? Can you not leave me? I can. You do not know me, but the city knows me. And in its eyes I am just, if not in yours. Tell me what has happened. There was suspicion without evidence, yet it rankled, as even far charges will. On both sides? On both. But what was said? Oh, let it rest. Let it be done. Have we not suffered enough? You see to what your decency has brought you? You have made difficulties where my heart sought none. Oedipus, it is not the only one I have told you. You must know that I count myself unwise. To the point of madness should I now forsake you under whose hand, in the storm of another time, our dear land shall left free, but now stand fast at the home. In God's name, Oedipus, inform your wives as well. Why are you so set in this hard anger? I will tell you, for none of these men deserve my confidence as you do. If Creon's work, his treachery is plotting against me. Go on, if you can make this clear to me. He charges me with the murder of Laos. Has he some knowledge, or does he speak from hearsay? He would not commit himself to such a charge, but he has brought in that damnable soothsayer to tell his story. Set your mind at rest. If it is a question of soothsayers, I will tell you that you will find no man whose craft gives you knowledge of the unknowledgeable. Here is my proof. An oracle was reported to Laos once. His doom would be at the hands of his own son, his son born of his flesh and of mine. Now you remember the story. Laos was killed by marauding strangers where 3 highways meet. But his child had not been 3 days in this world before the king had pierced the baby's ankles and led him to die on a lonely mountainside. Thus Apollo never caused that child to kill his father, and it was not Leo's fate to die at the hands of his son, and he had feared this was what prophets and prophecies are worth. Have no dread of them. It is God himself who can show us what he wills in his own way. A strange, shadowy memory crossed my mind. Just now while you were speaking, it chilled my heart. What memory do you mean? What memory do you speak of? If I understand you, Laos was killed at a place where 3 roads meet. So it was said. We have no later story. Where did it happen? Focus, it is called, at a place where the Theban way divides into roads toward Delphi and Dahlia. What net has God been weaving for me? Oedipus, why does this trouble you? Do not ask me yet. First, tell me how Laos looked and tell me how old he was. He was tall, his hair just touched with white, his form unlike your own. I think that I myself may be accursed by my own ignorant ethic. You speak strangely. It makes me tremble to look at you, my king. I am not sure that a blind man cannot see, but I should know better if you were to tell me. Anything, though I dread to hear you ask it. Was the king lightly escorted, or did he ride with a large company as the ruler should? There were 5 men with him in all. One was a herald, in a single chariot which he was driving. Alas, that makes it plain enough. But who? Who told you how it happened? A household servant, the only one to escape. And is he still a servant of ours? No, for when he came back at last and found you entrusted in the place of the dead king, he came to me, touched my hand with his, and begged that I would send him away to the frontier district, where only the shepherds go, as far away from the city I could send him. I granted his prayer, for anything the man was a slave. He earned more than a favor in my hands. Can he be called back quickly? Easily, but why? I have taken too much upon myself without inquiry. I will not be denied. Therefore, I wish to consult. Now, at least for all, for I have reached a pitch while foreboding. Is there anyone to whom I should speak sooner? Polybus of Corinth is my father. My mother is Dory and Merope. I grew up chiefing among the men of Corinth, until a strange thing happened. Not worth my passion, it may be true, but strange. At a feast, a drunken man, maundering in his camp, cries out that I am not his father's son. I contained myself that night, though as I felt anger at an he shall come. But am I not one also to whom you might confide these fears of yours? They stormed, calling it all thunderous rant of a fool, and this relieved me. Yet the suspicion remained always in my mind. I knew there was talk. I could not rest, and finally say nothing to my parents. I went to the shrine of Delphi. The god dismissed my question without reply. He spoke of other things. Some were clear, full of wretchedness, dreadful, unbearable, as that I should lie with my own mother, breed children for whom all men would turn their eyes, and that I should be my father's murderer. I heard all this and fled, and from that day Corinth to me was only in the stars, descending in the quarter of the sky. As I wandered farther and farther on my way to a land where I should never see that evil sung by the oracle, and I came to this country where Zeus the King Laos was killed. I will tell you all that happened there, my lady. There were the 3 highways coming together at a place I passed, and there a herald came towards me in a chariot drawn by horses with a man such as you describe, seated in it, the groom leading the horses, forcing me the road at the Lord's command. But as the charioteer lurched over towards me, I struck him with my rage. The old man saw me and brought me his double goat down upon my head as I came abreast. He was paid back and more, swinging my club in his right hand, and I knocked him out of his car, and he rolled onto the ground. I killed him. I killed them all. Now that that stranger was Leos, were kin, was it a man born than disbelief and I, more hatred by gods, citizen and alien alike, must never shelter me or speak to me. I must be shunned by all. And I myself pronounce this malediction above myself. Think of it, I have touched you with these hands that kill your husband. What defilement! Am I all evil then? It must be so. Since I must flee from thieves, you never have to see me again. See my own countrymen, for fear of Nimander, in marriage and killing Phobos my father. Ah, if I was created born to this fate, who could deny the savagery of God? O holy majesty of heavenly powers, may I never see that day, never. Rather let me vanish from the race of men, than know abomination destiny. We too, my lord, have felt dismay at this, but there is hope. You have yet to hear the shepherd. Indeed, I fear no other hope is left for me. What do you hope from him when he comes? This much. If his account of the murder must tally with yours, then I am cleared. What was it that I said of such importance? Why my orders, he said. Kill the king according to the man's story. If you mean that still, if there were several, clearly this guilt was not mine. I was alone. But if he says one man single-handedly did it, then the evidence all points to me. You may be sure that he said there were several, and he can call back that story now. He cannot. The whole city heard it as plainly as I. But suppose he alters some detail of it. He can never ever show you the lay of death. Fulfill the oracle, for Apollo said, my child was doomed to kill him, and my child, poor baby, it was my child that died first. No, from now on, where oracles are concerned, I should not waste a second thought on any. You may be right, but come, let someone go for the shepherd at once. The matter must be settled. I will send for him. I would not wish to cross you in anything, and surely not in this. Let us go in. Let me be reverent in the ways of right, lowly the paths I journey on. Let all my words and actions keep the laws of the pure universe. From highest heaven handed down, for heaven is their bright nurse, those generations of the realms of light, on never mortal kind were they begot. Nor were they slaves of memory lost and slept, or their father is greater than time and ages not. The tyrant is a child of pride, who drinks from his great sickening cup, recklessness and vanity, until from his high crest headlong, he plummets to the dust of hope. That strong man is not strong, But let no fair ambition be denied. May God protect the wrestler from the state and the government and economy policy, who will fear God and or his ordinance wait. Haughtiness and the high hand of disdain tempt and outrage of God's holy law, and any mortal who dares hold no immortal power and awe will be caught up in a net of pain. The price for which his levity is sold. Let each man take due earnings then, and keep his hands from holy things, and from blasphemy stand apart. Else the crackling blast of heaven blows on his head, and on his desperate heart, the fools will honor and pierce men in their cities with no tragic poet sings. Shall we lose faith in Delphi obscurities, we who have the world's cure? Discredited and the sacred word of Zeus and Alice praise no more. The deeds and the strange prophecies must make a pattern yet to be understood. Zeus, if indeed you are Lord of all, throned in light over night and day, mirror this in your endless mind. Our masters call the oracle, words on the wind, and the Delphic vision blind, and their hearts know of hollow, and reverence for gods that died away.